Hands-on with a mutual $1 million authentication case. There is a real-life authentication case study of the Rich Mill 3501. Someone might ask, can a high-value complex watch like the Rich Mill really can be faked? Unfortunately, yes. Not only do the fake Rich Mill exist, but there is also a notable number of the super clone watches circulating in the watch market as the genius watch. This kind of the super clone watches are almost tailor-made to deceive some professional dealers. Hello everyone, this is Xinhua Authentication. Before diving into the details, let's talk about where these fake watches come from. This leads us to the Rich Mill's OEM production mode. They sources the movement, cases, straps, and other components from the different manufacturers, and they assemble them by themselves. Some Rich Mill movement are sourced from the virtual movement manufacturers. The models like the Rich Mill 055, 6101, 3502, and today's our example, the 3501, are based on the virtual base movement, which being customed into the RMUL series. This kind of base movement is widely used in the watches from the Hermes and Parmigiani. This movement shared the same fundamental architectures with the Rich Mills, with the key differences being Rich Mill redesigned the movement bridges, used a free sperm balance, replaced the jewel cover with wax, boosted the power reserve to 120 hours. Now, you might see where this is going, the fundamental of the super clone watches. The Hermes and Parmigiani watches are relatively more affordable and less liquid on the secondary watch market. Some dealers melt down the watch cases for gold recovery. Movement from the melted watches come to the market. Some professional counterfeiters buy this kind of the movement, strip out original components like the gears and the setting levers, then manufacturers custom bridge and the free sperm balance wheel. After refinishing and reassembling this kind of the part, then a tailor-made fake watches is burned. To be honest, some Rich Mill models don't have the extremely high-end movement finishing or exceptionally craftsmanship, so this makes replication more easy. Now, let's check this watch's movement. First, the gear works is clean and well, so there is no issue there. The setting levers shows the fine finishing and even mirror polished bevels, but only these details doesn't mean the watch is genius. Next, look at the movement bridges. Overall, the finishing is minimal. Only some edges are beveled, others are not touched at all. There is no decorative engraving or finishing. It's simply black painted. The outside surface is uniformly finished without the rough or dirty look. In practice, our authentication check much more deeper, so we can't tell all the details here. Someone might ask, if the movement checks out, that means the watch is genius. Sorry, not necessarily. The Rich Mill cases are supplied exclusively by a Japanese carbon manufacturers. The so-called NGPT isn't a unique material. It's actually a trademark registered by the Rich Mill. But this factory's carbon is quite different from others, and the NGPT materials used by the Rich Mill is custom made and not sold externally. So fake watches can't just mimic the look, they can't perfectly replicate it. However, there are already many super clones with the similar NGPT-like cases, so be careful. You can see this carbon cases is finely finished with a mantle-like texture that reflects light differently from the different angles. This is a key authentication point. Then, there is the straps and buckles. To be honest, the Rich Mill's rubber straps quality is surpassed than many Swiss brands. The straps match watch cases very well, so keep these tips in mind. The Rich Mill buckles is also a fake target. We have seen many genius watches matched with fake buckles. After checking the main watches, it's easy to let your guard down. In the market, the Rich Mill buckles can be worth about tens of $1,000. From our casework, most fake Rich Mill buckles still far away standard under the inspection. Under magnificent, the engraving quality and the finishing of the small components are critical details. And in the future, we will cover buckles in the more details in our video. This is Xinhua Authentication. For any watch authentication need, feel free to reach out. We have office in Shanghai and Hong Kong. See you next time.